This is ABC 7 News at 6.
It is day 3 of the ranked choice voting tabulation process for Maine's 2nd congressional district race, and progress is being made as we wait to see who will represent us in the U.S. House of Representatives. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Devin Dagnall. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard has been following the process and joins us with the latest. Good evening, Corey.
Yeah, good evening, Beth and Devin. That's right. The count continues in the race for Maine's 2nd congressional district. But substantial progress has been made in the first step of this process.
We always go slow to go smooth to go fast.
Secretary of State Shenna Bellows says a lot of work has been done over the past few days. On Thursday, they finished scanning ballots from the towns without a tabulator and started the long process of reconciliation, or making sure with the campaigns the counts match those reported on Election Day, and any ballots that could not be scanned are accurately reported. Bellows says this is the closest race they have ever seen in the history of ranked choice voting.
I don't think we've ever seen this before, where your two leading candidates are so close, less than 1% difference between the two frontrunners.
She adds there has not been any major issues or inconsistencies so far.
We are not seeing major discrepancies between what was reported to the Office of Secretary of State in that window of official reporting by the towns to us.
With the process being methodical and time-consuming, Bellows says there's more work to be done to ensure every vote counts and every vote gets counted.
Based on my experience in 2022, when we did this in 3.5 days, we're going to have at least another half day. So probably we'll be doing this tomorrow, unless somehow that reconciliation speeds right up.
And Beth and Devin, the latest information here is that they have finished that reconciliation process for 6 of the 11 districts, 11 counties, that is, of Maine's 2nd congressional district, and of course the other, the uniformed and overseas voters. But Secretary Bellows says once that reconciliation process is complete, the actual retabulation process will only take a couple of seconds. Live in Augusta, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, thank you, Corey. We'll be sticking with it. And in the meantime, Maine failed to meet its requirement for handling child abuse and neglect reports 94% of the time. That is according to a new federal audit. The audit was conducted by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office of the Inspector General. The audit reviewed 100 cases between the fall of 2021 and 2022 and found Maine failed to meet at least one requirement in nearly all of their responses to child abuse and neglect, including failure to complete safety assessments and investigations within prescribed timelines, with some of them being hundreds of days late. The report also identified Maine as being among the top 5 states of concern for child abuse and neglect. Bobby Johnson, who is the director of the Office of Child and Family Services, says a lot of improvements have been made since the investigation.
We appreciate the ability to learn about ways that our system is successful in supporting families and ways that we can improve it. And that through that process and in partnership with others, that we really work to create a system that benefits the people that we serve.
Director Johnson adds, since she took over as the director of the Office of Child and Family Services this year, she has been touring DHHS facilities across the state and focusing on improving their practices and policies.
In other news, Senator Angus King is working with a bipartisan team of lawmakers to improve cybersecurity regulations across the federal government. According to the senator's office, the Streamlining Federal Cybersecurity Regulations Act would, quote, address the challenges associated with the current patchwork of inconsistent cybersecurity policies between agencies. The law would do this by establishing an interagency committee. The act would also require the development of a new cybersecurity framework across all government agencies, including independent regulatory agencies. The senator's office says its estimated cybersecurity teams currently spend 40 to 70% of their time on compliance work rather than improvement to their cybersecurity.
Well, tonight in Bucksport, the owners of 3 local dams are holding a public meeting months after they announced their intent to abandon ownership of those dams. Our Doug Banks spoke with the Bucksport town manager ahead of tonight's meeting to learn more.
When Bucksport Mill LLC and its parent company, American Iron and Metal, bought the former Verso paper mill almost 10 years ago, that purchase included 3 local dams, the Silver, Toddy, and Alamasuk Lake dams. Earlier this year, those owners filed a petition and publicly announced their intent to abandon their ownership of the dams. According to Bucksport Town Manager Susan Lessard, the 3 dams and the need for its sustainability have an impact on the towns of Bucksport, Orland, Surrey, Penobscot, and Blue Hill, which all told include around 780 property owners.
We have had no contact with Bucksport Mill. They have not contacted us at all about these mills, other than to send us the same notice for that they were petitioning to abandon them.
Lessard says she isn't entirely sure what will come from the meeting the owners are hosting tonight. But she does know that a final decision on the future of the dams and its ownership will not be made tonight.
They are under Title 38, which is the statute that they have filed a petition under with the DEP. A public meeting is required.
The meeting is scheduled to start at 5 o'clock at the Maine Maritime Academy Training Institute, located at 24 Mariner Way in Bucksport. And ABC 7 Fox 22 will be at that meeting and providing coverage of it, where a story will be aired in later broadcasts and, of course, be found on our website, foxbangor.com. And according to Lessard, for those who aren't able to attend the meeting, it'll be simulcasted through their website, and a recording of that simulcast will be posted later on their Town of Bucksport website. In Bucksport, Doug Banks, ABC 7 in Fox 22 News.
Well, last night, community members rallied outside the Bangor City Hall in protest of the city's plans to close Bangor's largest homeless encampment by the end of the year. Today, our Grace Blanchard followed up with city officials and local advocates to discuss what lies ahead for the closure.
I don't think that anything any of us could sit here and say is going to change you guys' mind.
Following protests and opposition, Bangor city officials say they cannot delay the closure of the homeless encampment behind the Hope House due to safety concerns.
We know that there are harms being done in the encampment, and we don't have the mechanisms to protect people the way that they deserve to be protected.
Last month, the city announced they would be closing the encampment, also known as Tent City in Camp Hope, by December 31st.
We have the resources to close this space in a way that is humane, that provides people opportunity and choice, and that's what we're trying to do.
The city's encampment resolution plan has been met with resistance, with many concerned about it being a sweep.
Don't force people from their homes, and these are people's homes, unless you have housing for them.
Ahead of the closure, advocacy groups like Penobscot County Cares are ramping up services and supplies available to people experiencing homelessness in the greater Bangor area.
We hope that the city will postpone that deadline so that we can keep moving forward as a collaboration and get all of these people into some sort of housing.
Jones says their outreach team has helped 12 encampment residents into housing since announcing the closure. She also says they are willing to adjust plans if efforts are not proving to be effective. But as of now, the closure date remains in place.
It is not the goal to criminalize homelessness, to create additional barriers for anyone, or to make life harder, when all we're trying to do is connect people to needed resources to help them live their best lives.
In Bangor, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And taking a peek outside today, nice and sunny, a little blustery here and there, but definitely an improvement over some of the dreary conditions we saw earlier in the week.
Definitely staying colder longer.
Oh yeah, I think we're in it for the long haul at this point.
So.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast.
All right, Beth and Devin, thank you. Your first weather is brought to you by Old Town Redemption, offering a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 drawing. Let's talk weather, and look at this. A winter weather advisory for parts of the area tonight into tomorrow. This is for mixed precipitation, so rain and some freezing rain late tonight, but more so tomorrow morning, before temperatures warm throughout the day. Tomorrow above freezing will melt everything, but overall, a few slippery spots expected early parts of tomorrow. Temperatures out there today. 41 Millinocket, 43 here in Bangor. So comfortable, right? But overall, it will be a bit cooler tonight, thus the freezing temperatures overnight tonight. Going forward, though, so lots of clear skies out there today. A gorgeous day, right? But now, look to the west of us. There's this system here and another one over here. They're going to combine over us tonight and tomorrow morning, and that will give us that mixed precipitation early parts of tomorrow. Our forecast then tonight, though, is increasing clouds late. Some freezing rain really late with low temperatures down in the 20s. Your full forecast is coming up.
All right, thank you, Jeff. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, our Alex Schley meets with Dr. Gerald Hurdle to learn more about a new skin cancer treatment.
That story and more when we return.
Maine's largest network of parts has more reasons to shop this fall and more ways to keep you warm. Stock up and hit the road with Milwaukee's heated hoodies all winter long at the lowest price guaranteed. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Hi everyone, Troy Pearl here. For a decade, Renewal by Anderson has been so much more than just a window and door replacement company. We've been your neighbors, your partners, your friends, growing together in a community we all proudly call home. From campuses to concerts, we've enjoyed entertainment together, celebrated life's milestones, and enhanced homes and lives. We couldn't have done it without the incredible support of our suppliers, providing us with top-notch products, and a special shout-out to our dedicated employees. You are the heart and soul of Renewal by Anderson. Your hard work, passion, and commitment to excellence inspires us every day. As we celebrate our 10th anniversary, we're overflowing with gratitude. Our journey has been fueled by a commitment to giving back through charitable organizations that uplift our community, reminding us that every window we replace isn't just about homes. It's about creating a better future for all. Thank you, everyone who has made 10 years possible. Here's to many more.
A better way to a better window. Renewal by Anderson.
Commercial vehicles can be dangerous, and they usually carry big insurance policies. So whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or a big rig like this, we know commercial vehicle accidents, and we know how to get you the big money you may deserve. If any commercial vehicle hurts you, call the twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the twos. We win for you. Call 222-2222.
Maine's largest network of parts has more reasons to shop this fall and more ways to keep you warm. Stock up and hit the road with Milwaukee's heated hoodies all winter long at the lowest price guaranteed. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Ben & Jerry's is suing its parent company Unilever, claiming it's silencing attempts at expressing support for Palestinian refugees. The ice cream company says it has tried to publicly speak out, quote, in support of peace and human rights, end quote, on 4 different occasions, but was silenced each time by Unilever. The lawsuit includes attempts by Ben & Jerry's to call for a ceasefire in Gaza, support Palestinian refugees, back pro-Palestinian protests, and advocate for a pause in U.S. aid to the Israeli military, all of which were blocked by their parent company. The suit also claims Unilever tried to dismantle Ben & Jerry's board and sue members over the conflict. This isn't the first time Ben & Jerry's and its parent company have clashed. A previous lawsuit over Ben & Jerry's products sold in Israel was settled in 2022. Unilever responded to the newest lawsuit in a statement to Reuters, writing, quote, "Our heart goes out to all victims of the tragic events in the Middle East. We reject the claims made by Ben & Jerry's Social Mission Board, and we will defend our case very strongly," end quote. And Maranacook High School and Middle School were closed today after what school officials are calling a, quote, concerning incident. Details are few as to the exact nature of the incident, but according to the district, they are working with their school resource officer, Deputy Nathan Johnson, and the Kennebec County Sheriff's Office to investigate the matter. The district says anyone with concerns or questions should contact Principal Rick Soroy or Deputy Johnson, and we'll have their contact information in this story on our website, foxbangor.com, a little later this evening.
Well, according to Governor Janet Mills, healthcare workers estimate that more than 17,000 Mainers will be diagnosed with non-melanoma skin cancer this year alone. But thanks to one Waterville-based doctor, residents now have a new treatment option. Our Alex Sly has more.
Dr. Gerald Hurdle and his team at Kennebec County Healthcare in Waterville say they're the first in the state of Maine to offer an innovative new treatment for skin cancer. Traditionally, dermatologists use a procedure called Mohs surgery.
Mohs procedure, which is a procedure where you come into the office, you have skin cancer, but you leave cancer-free. We take off the biopsy, we read the stage, and then we sew you up and you're done.
Hurdle says, well, Mohs surgery is effective. It leaves behind a scar and can take up to 5 hours to complete. Patients now have the option to get image-guided superficial radiation therapy, which doctors say takes about 15 minutes and is non-invasive.
So radiation is just like a camera. You sit in front of the camera, you take a picture of it, we circle it, and then we initiate the therapy, and it radiates the skin cancer away without cutting.
Elaine Lister is one of Hurdle's patients who chose SRT after he began offering it in July.
And it's really a wonderful treatment. And if I had to give advice to anybody, do your research, but you'd be very happy that you went with the SRT. I have no regrets. And I'm telling everyone I know that this is the avenue you should pursue.
However, Hurdle says the treatment isn't for everyone.
Basically, if they're coming over an hour, SRT is probably not going to work, because it's 3 visits a week for 6 weeks.
Hurdle has plans to open locations in Bangor, Portland, and Prescott, Isle within the next year that will have the procedure as an option. SRT is covered by most insurance plans and costs about the same as traditional treatments. In Waterville, I'm Alex Schley for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Still to come on ABC7 News at 6, Ed Hendrickson celebrates his 104th birthday today, giving back to his furry friends.
And in sports, Lawrence football is vying for their 3rd straight state championship appearance. We'll have that story after the break.
You come alive in the dead of winter and start work early on snow days, because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to move, plow, blow, and thrive in the winter. So when the snow falls, you can rise to meet it. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, plus save up to $2,600.
Black Friday starts now at the Furniture Gallery. We're bringing you the best deals of the year. Save 10% store-wide. That's on top of our everyday low prices. Incredible savings in all categories. Want a mattress with an adjustable base? It's 10% off. How about a new sofa and love seat? 10% off. Need a new recliner or lift chair? 10% off. Plus, save up to 70% on all in-stock clearance items at the Furniture Gallery. Support our main family-owned business and save money at the Furniture Gallery.
ABC7 and Fox 22 proudly broadcast live from the Anna Shriner's Festival of Trees on November 20th, a beautiful holiday live event which is brought to you locally by Top Notch Detailing in Herman. Give us a call to learn more about our fantastic specials. 232-2933. Home care is rewarding. Caring Companions wants you to join their team. Call them today. And Acadia Federal Credit Union. If you need a personal loan or funding to get your small business rolling, we've got you covered. Stop in or visit us online at acadiafcu.org.
Here are the stars of our show.
I am your host, Ryan Seacrest.
The Wheel You Love is back.
Yes! Let's have some fun.
This season will truly be unlike any other.
This has never happened before on Wheel of Fortune.
With bigger trips.
Yeah, baby.
Bigger prizes.
I'd love to take you backstage to the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
And bigger surprises.
There it is.
What a great show!
Let's do it again tomorrow.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC7.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Hamlin's Marine, located in Hamden and Waterville, celebrating 40 years, serving all of eastern and central Maine.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. It is regional finals time for Maine high school football, and the Lawrence Bulldogs are looking to avenge their regular season loss to Falmouth and return to the state championship. Our Jack Webb has the story.
We have an amazing history in football, and we'd love to be able to carry that on.
When you think about tradition in Maine high school football, Lawrence High is one of the first schools you think of. They built on that tradition last season, making it all the way to the state championship before falling short to Kennebunk. Now, they're just one game away from returning to the big stage.
It's been fun. It wasn't quite like last year. We had our struggles and we had to overcome a bunch of things, but we stayed together as a group and worked through it and made it back to the regional championship.
The only thing that stands in their way is Falmouth, who beat the Bulldogs 48-3 in the regular season.
We got to stay composed. You know, they haven't lost a game. They're going to probably come in cocky because they beat us 49, I don't know, it was 48-3 something. We got to stay focused and not let our heads get to us, I guess.
It's been almost a month since that first game against the Navigators, which has given the Bulldogs some time to recalibrate coming into this one on a 3-game win streak.
We've done a lot of work all around on offense and defense to prepare us for this game, because we knew we were going to play them again. We weren't going to back down from another fight, so we're just going to keep fighting until we got to this game.
It will be a fight on Friday night, and the Bulldogs' best punch is their run game, led by Colton Carter and Preston Roy.
We just got athletic players ready to run the ball, you know. We've been doing it for a while. We're good at it.
You know, we just come out here and we work hard. I mean, we work our butts off every day in practice, so I feel like that's a pretty big key to success.
Another key is the tight-knit bond this Lawrence team shares.
You know, just kind of staying close and getting together and having fun, mostly. You gotta have fun instead of just playing football.
Yeah, who smells the worst here in this group?
Probably Jeremy Thompson.
No way.
Number 78.
Get out of here. The B North Final kicks off at 6 p.m. on Friday night at Coney High School. Reporting from Oakland, Jack Webb, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
All right, wishing them the best of luck. We'll be there for the highlights. Thanks for that, Jack. Let's go over to the ice now. Tomorrow, Maine men's hockey opens up a weekend series. They are back at the Alphon, hosting the Boston University Terriers. Maine comes in as the 7th-ranked team in the nation. BU is 11th. The Black Bears are looking to get back in the win column after their first 2 losses of the season, both coming last weekend at 2nd-ranked Boston College. BU, on the other hand, recently split with UMass Lowell, and they were swept at the hands of Michigan, also a top 5 team the weekend before. So both teams could use a win coming into this weekend, and Maine knows it's going to be a battle, as it always is.
Yeah, it's going to be a very similar weekend to last weekend. You know, like, you can't give highly skilled teams good looks. You can't give them free offense. And they're going to create on their own regardless, because they got good players, just like we do. And you know, but you got to take care of the puck when you have it.
BU's amazing program. We got some really good players. I think we got to play heavy. You know, we got to play our identity, Black Bear hockey, our style. Be great on the forecheck. Be great tight in the D zone. Don't give their skilled players time to make plays. You know.
All right, that is all the time we have for sports. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff.
All right, Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Refine, your local expert in window and door installation, carpentry repairs, and commercial facilities management. Here we go. Let's talk weather out there today. Look at the high temperatures. 43 here in Bangor, 41 Bar Harbor. We'll take it. It is mid-November, but things are about to change around here just a bit as a system is on the way, likely bringing us some mixed precipitation early parts of tomorrow. The wind out there today generally out of the north around 10 miles per hour. It made things feel colder too, didn't it? We're going to keep that wind going tonight and throughout the day tomorrow, and most likely all weekend long around here. So if you like windy weather, here we go with those wind gusts near 20 to 30 next couple of days. But it's also bringing down the feel-like temperatures out there today. It feels like 36 in Milwaukee, near freezing here in Bangor. So it's feeling kind of cool, even though there was some sunshine across the area earlier. That's all about to change though, because clouds are on the way, and we'll likely get some mixed precipitation in here tonight, probably around sunrise tomorrow morning before changing back over to rain throughout the afternoon. Thus, our favorite, here is a winter weather advisory for mixed precipitation. Again, starting around sunrise tomorrow morning, ending about midday-ish tomorrow. And this is likely a band of rain coming our way that could start as some sleet and freezing rain. And you know, it doesn't take much freezing rain to make things very slippery across our area. The problem, though, is not tonight. It's more so tomorrow morning to about noon or so tomorrow afternoon. A lot lots of clear skies out there today, but here's the problem, right? So clear skies now. There's system 1 over here, system 2 over here. This one's backing up going this way. This one's coming this way. They're going to collide over us basically tomorrow morning, bring us that precipitation, and likely ground temperatures right near freezing will be enough to make it very slippery for a few spots tomorrow morning. So here comes that system 2 coming in here tomorrow morning, but it quickly gets out of here and we'll get a break in the action tomorrow night. All right, so if you want a lot of rainfall, it's not going to happen at all, but it doesn't take much at all, and a part of this could be some slippery ice out there, so be careful. That could look like this on the mailboxes tomorrow. So overall, again, it does not take much ice, make it very slippery where you could fall. So not much snow out of the system at all, but there will be some ice out there tomorrow into tomorrow afternoon before it all changes over to rain. Our forecast though tonight though is partly cloudy skies or increasing clouds late. Look for low temperatures down near 25 and still breezy out there as well for tomorrow. All right, so a wintry mix early, so some freezing rain and some rain and sleet, changing over to all rain by noon. Look for high temperatures up near 40. Then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows that wintry mix tomorrow. Saturday, very nice day, 48. Sunday, 51. Monday, 48 as well. And we're back in the 50s by Tuesday afternoon.
Thank you, Jeff. Still more to come right after the break.
Gun Sports and Brewer knows that for fun, exercise, and meeting new friends, nothing is better than ice skating. Whether it's sailing down the ice, making a great pass, and scoring in a game of hockey, or the grace, strength, and expression of figure skating. From the youngest child all the way to adulthood, anyone can enjoy the fun of skating. At Gun Sports, we supply the equipment for your skating fun for great prices, the proper fit, and service after the sale. Shop your locally owned Gun Sports shop, Greenpoint Road in Brewer.
Have you ever felt like you could disappear?
From the composers of The Greatest Showman,
And no one would hear.
Dear Evan Hansen. Don't miss your chance to see one of the most remarkable shows in musical theater history. The groundbreaking, Tony Award-winning Dear Evan Hansen.
You'll be found.
Are you experiencing foot pain? Comfort Shoes & More has a team of experts trained in podorthics to help you find relief. They offer tailored fittings, shoe modifications, customized orthotics, and much more for the ordinary or the hard-to-fit foot. Discover the latest in functional and fashionable footwear for men and women from today's top brands: Hoka, Brooks, Keen, Merrell, and Ariat. From running to walking, casual or dress, they have it all. Take the drive to Newport for a sit-and fit to find your perfect fit. You and your feet will be glad you did.
Let your creativity run free at the Creative Arts Center, where we offer fun and affordable activities for all ages. Birthday parties, pottery wheel classes, painting lessons, or just for the fun of it. Get fired up for glazing projects as well as acrylics. We offer a wide selection of ceramic products for you to choose from, and we have thousands of pieces ready to paint. We are a Paragon kiln dealer and a Laguna Clay distributor. Stop by the Creative Arts Center today, located just off the Joshua Chamberlain Bridge in Brewer. The Creative Arts Center, where your only limitation is your imagination.
Well, it's that time of year again. You're probably starting to think about holiday shopping, or some of your purchases have already been made. But as people scour the internet for deals, scammers might see this as a good opportunity to try and take advantage of you.
If it's too good to be true, it's probably a scam. Again, don't click on the link on social media. Do a little bit of due diligence offline or on a different site to verify that they're actually a legitimate reseller.
Experts say to help protect yourself, always verify websites and deals. Avoid unsolicited emails and texts, and don't click on links you did not request. Also, when it comes to gift cards, make sure you buy it from a legitimate business and not a third-party source.
Definitely some important tips there. Well, earlier this week, we told you about Ed Hendrickson, who would be celebrating his 104th birthday. Well, today was the big day, and it did not disappoint. The World War II veteran had his birthday bash at the Winterberry Heights Senior Living Community in Bangor. Ed says the secret to a long, fruitful life is to stay positive, no matter what.
Got to be happy all the time. If you have a little problem, just smile it off. It'll go away. That's about the best advice I can give.
That's some pretty good advice, Ed. Well, for his birthday wish, Ed had asked for people to donate to the Bangor Humane Society or to his Ed for Pets fundraiser on Facebook. Well, at the time of this broadcast, the Ed for Pets fundraiser has raised just over $3,000 of its $6,000 goal. So there's some time left, folks. Let's go online and give that total a boost, shall we?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get him to 6,000, why don't we?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh my gosh. I love his advice. Just stay positive. It seems so simple, but it can be a challenge from day to day.
Yeah, and he just seems so happy, even at 104 years old.
Yeah.
Nothing.
He definitely took his own advice.
I'm sure.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us, folks. Take care and good night.
And join us on Fox 22 for more of your local news.
Tonight, with the transition choices in full swing, the questions around what government agencies and programs may face. Key takeaways in this transfer of power. World News Tonight with David Muir is the most watched newscast in America.
Whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like...
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
My opinion's the only one that counts.
I mean, the texts, there were, what, 55 texts? I can't come, my dog threw up.
She posted all kinds of awful things about me, things of my past.
My grandma tripped. I mean, always had an excuse.
There's 10 customers that I had. None of them are even contacting me or will return my calls at this point.
And then the phone calls where he would call me, several cussing me out, names.
And once that was all brought to my attention, it kind of infuriated me, and I said, look, it's time for me to do something about this.
Frightened me. The policeman came over and said, you need to file a restraining order immediately.
I did have a past, but it didn't have anything to do with her hiring me for the work, and it wasn't my fault that the job didn't get complete.
And also a small claims, which is exactly what I did. I followed the policeman's report.
It's a small town, and that's something that I am trying to overcome, so I go out of my way to try to help people.
I worry about other people he's going to take advantage of.
And do honest work for people, and that's what I was doing for her, and I feel that came back to kind of bite me.
Coming up, the tabulation of ranked choice votes in the race for Maine's 2nd Congressional District enters its 3rd day.
Plus, lawmakers react with shock to some of President-elect Donald Trump's latest cabinet appointments.
And we'll sit down with team members from St. Joseph Healthcare to discuss hospice and palliative care. We'll have those stories and more just ahead.
This is Fox 22 News Tonight.
It is day 3 of the ranked choice tabulation process for Maine's 2nd Congressional District race. Progress is being made as we wait to see who will represent us in the U.S. House of Representatives. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Devin Dagnall. Our Augusta reporter, Corey Bouchard, has been following the process and joins us with the latest. Good evening, Corey.
Yeah, good evening, Beth and Devin. That's right. The count continues in the race for Maine's 2nd Congressional District. But substantial progress has been made in the first step of this process.